Can you do it after I ask?
Oh man.
If that moves, I might poop my pants. What is that thing?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Get out of the fucking tent. What the fuck is that?
There's something unsettling about being deep in the woods, surrounded by darkness, where every snap of a twig or distant whisper sends a chill down your spine. For most, camping is about adventure and relaxation, but for some, it turns into a nightmare they'll never forget. From shadowy figures watching from the tree line to eerie voices with no clear source, these terrifying encounters were all caught on camera. Brace yourself as we dive into the 6 most disturbing camping moments ever recorded. Joe and Elliot, 2 well-known YouTubers from the channel Ghost Theory, embark on a daring overnight investigation at Brookwood Cemetery in Surrey, England. With over 250,000 graves, it is known as the largest cemetery in the UK, notorious for its paranormal sightings. People have reported witnessing eerie mists and hearing unsettling cries of women and babies in the dead of night. On June 26, 2024, hoping to capture some supernatural activity on camera, Joe and Elliot venture into the haunted graveyard.
Fear is horrific. Well, we're actually in here now. We're just trying to find somewhere to camp. Near some tombs, maybe.
Yeah. We kind of want to... Obviously we need to use lights somewhat to see where the hell we're going to get somewhere to camp.
After a long hike through the dense forest, they arrive at the cemetery as the sun sets. The atmosphere is already unsettling, and as they move deeper into the graveyard, a sense of dread looms over them.
We've sort of somewhat set up our campsite. I mean, we're not going to bother with laying anything out until it actually comes to wanting to sleep, if we even bother. Because the noises in here are unbelievably weird.
They set up camp, feeling uneasy as strange noises echo from the woods around them. Despite their growing discomfort, they press on with their investigation, unaware that the night is about to take a terrifying turn.
We have a device that we've put down near this cross here. It's a bell. If you touch it, it will just make a normal bell sound.
This device just on here. Can you copy what I just did? You might not actually have to press the button. It might go off by just going near it.
Their first piece of ghost hunting equipment is a bell designed to ring if an entity comes near. Carefully placing it, they hope to make contact with whatever lingers in the cemetery. What happens next is beyond explanation.
At the same time. I'm actually amazed at how quiet it really is. Well, I couldn't have timed that any better. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh man, that proper gets me.
The bell rings multiple times, prompting Joe and Elliot to ask questions. To their astonishment, it appears that something is responding, each ring growing more unsettling than the last.
If that was you, can you please set that bell off again? Can you do it after I ask?
Oh man.
Oh. That was perfect timing.
That makes me jump. Thank you so much there. That's really amazing.
Are you okay? Can you set the bell off for yes? Are you okay where you are?
Yes.
Thank you.
Who are you? John Stevens. Died in April 1923. I can't see how old they were. Died 101 years ago.
Wow.
Isn't it? 2024 now, 1923.
Yeah.
I just try and... Wow, I actually...
As the strange interactions continue, their anxiety rises. Feeling unnerved, they retreat to their tent, hoping for a moment of peace. However, any hope for rest vanishes as eerie sounds continue to echo from the pitch-black cemetery, surrounding their tent and plunging them deeper into fear.
Is that what I thought that was? What? The gate. Yeah. Can you see that?
I don't know. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
What?
It's open.
As if the unsettling noises weren't terrifying enough, a sudden loud bang pierces the night, drawing their attention to the cemetery gate, now eerily wide open with no one in sight. Fear grips Joe and Elliot, but mustering all the courage they have, they decide to investigate the source of the chilling sound.
You're having me on?
No, I'm not. I swear I'm not.
Are you taking the piss?
No, I'm not.
You promised me.
I'm not taking the piss. I'm not taking the piss. I was in the tent with you.
Well, I know. Did you not open that before?
No. We did go in there, but...
The gate stands wide open, leaving them with many unsettling questions. Who or what could have done this? Exhausted from the long, chaotic night, they decide to call it a day and attempt to get some sleep. But sleep eludes them as the eerie atmosphere keeps them restless. As dawn breaks and the cemetery prepares to open for visitors, Joe and Elliot decide it's time to leave. They walk away from the haunting mysteries of the graveyard, carrying the uneasy feeling that some questions will never be answered. Before we dive in, I'd really appreciate it if you took a moment to subscribe to the channel and become part of this amazing community. About 95% of you watching aren't subscribed. It's completely free, and I've got a special surprise for you all once we hit 10,000 subscribers. Now, let's get back to the video. Meet Tony, a popular British YouTuber from the channel Hunting the Unknown, known for his eerie explorations of abandoned buildings and paranormal investigations. Tony typically ventures into the unknown with a group of friends, but tonight, he's going solo. What started as a regular night of exploration quickly spiraled into one of his most terrifying experiences. It's January 24th, 2023. A cold winter night. Tony plans to test the infamous Randonautica app. For those unfamiliar, this app generates random coordinates, often leading users to mysterious or unsettling locations. At first, Tony thought it would just be harmless fun, but what he didn't know was that this night would leave him shaken to his core. Tony starts his adventure sitting in his car, excitement mixed with nerves as he talks to the camera. Little does he know, the night is about to take a creepy turn almost immediately.
So this is called an S-box. Pretty much does the same thing. What the f***? Someone knocked on the car. Someone just knocked on the car. Oh no, my light just knocked down, but someone just knocked on the car. So it's like tap. So yeah, literally I brought the SB7. So not SB7, sorry, it's a ghost box. Pretty much the same thing, does the job. I'm going to use that, and I'm not going to be here for long, guys, because I've seen these videos and they say things follow you and that when you do these Randonautica videos. I'm not too sure how true that is. Can't believe I'm doing this.
The light in Tony's car flickers, followed by a loud knock against the side of his vehicle. Startled but determined, Tony decides to step out and follow the coordinates given by the app. Armed with a flashlight and a camera, he walks toward the dark woodland, unaware of what's waiting for him. His journey leads him deep into the woods, where he stumbles upon an abandoned crypt hidden among the trees.
It's a crypt, man. It's a legit crypt. Oh mate, church bells are going.
The silence of the night is suddenly shattered by the eerie sound of church bells ringing in the distance. The sound is chilling, but Tony presses on, determined to see what lies ahead. Little does he know, this is just the beginning of what he's about to experience.
What? I just want to scream.
A baby's cry echoes through the woods. Tony freezes, his eyes wide with fear, scanning the area. There's no sign of anyone nearby. Let's play back the sound so you can hear it more clearly. A child's cry in the middle of a dark forest late at night. It doesn't make any sense. Yet, in a mix of bravery and curiosity, Tony decides to keep moving forward.
I don't want to go too far, guys. This place is just weird.
Tony's instincts tell him something is very wrong with this place, yet he chooses to stay. Pressing on, he ignores his gut feeling, a decision he will soon regret.
The first time, I've done this and I've actually got some spooky location. Usually I've done these Randonautica videos, it's taking me to people's private land, or the middle of nowhere and there's nothing there at all, like fields. But this time, it's just a spooky place. I'm pretty sure I was in the car and knock on the door. What the f?
A scream pierces through the stillness of the night. Tony, eyes wide with terror, searches for the source but sees nothing. We'll replay the audio for you. And as you listen, you can definitely hear the scream, an unnerving and unexplained sound. Still unsure of what's happening, Tony continues further into the woods, his K2 meter in hand, which detects paranormal activity.
What the f is that? Sit down for a minute. Oh, just sit down. I think it's going to be one of the shortest videos. Oh my god, no, don't go off. Please. I need to get going, guys, isn't it? I can't. Oh my god, please. Hello? Who are you? Oh no, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away.
As the K2 meter starts lighting up, signaling something paranormal nearby, Tony grows more anxious. Then it happens again.
So it's time to drain my light, I'm not sure. Not sure.
Once more, an unsettling and unknown sound can be heard. As Tony's flashlight pierces through the dark forest, something appears out of the darkness.
What is that? What the is that? What the
A pale white face watching him from a distance. The sight freezes him in place for a moment, but fear takes over. Tony bolts, sprinting back to the safety of his car.
I'm not sure what to see. A demon or something. I don't know what to see, guys. Guys, I'm getting out. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna have to go. I'm getting out of here.
Tony finally reaches his vehicle and drives out of the woods as fast as he can. He made it out unharmed, but to this day, it remains a mystery what he truly encountered in the forest that night.
I must say it's one of the spookiest nights of my life. I had laughs, screams, sorry. I just feel confused and I'm just a bit in shock at the moment.
Since then, Tony admits the memory has haunted him. The comments on his video were filled with speculation. Some viewers believed it was a demon, while others thought it was a prank. One thing, however, is certain. Tony's fear was real. Darina, also known as Walking Cam on YouTube, was no stranger to outdoor adventure. She had explored countless abandoned places, hiked through desolate landscapes, and captured footage of the eerie and unexplained, but nothing could have prepared her for what she discovered on this particular day. She set out to explore the Silica Sand Company ruins in South Jersey, an abandoned industrial site swallowed by time. Incorporated in 1921, the company once mined silica sand for glass and construction, but decades of neglect had turned it into a forgotten relic, slowly being buried by the creeping sands of the Pine Barrens. The hike started out like any other. The ruins loomed ahead, covered in a fine layer of dust, as if nature was slowly erasing its existence. Rusting machinery lay scattered across the landscape, broken pipes and metal fragments peeking out from the earth. The remnants of human activity were still there, but life had long since moved on. Darina filmed as she walked, the crunch of her footsteps the only sound breaking the stillness. The forest was unusually quiet, no birds, no rustling leaves, just the distant whisper of wind shifting the sand. She chalked it up to the eerie nature of abandoned places. Somehow, they always felt emptier than they should. After documenting the ruins, she started making her way back toward the lake, following the winding path through the trees. That's when she noticed something strange. A narrow opening between the trees. At first, it didn't seem like much, just an overgrown patch of forest not visible from the main trail. But something about it drew her in, the way the trees bent inward, the way the shadows stretched unnaturally long, the way the air suddenly felt heavier. She stepped off the trail and pushed through the undergrowth, and that's when she saw them. Dozens of missing persons posters were tacked to the trees. They were weathered and yellowed with age, but the faces were still visible. Over 30 people, all in one place. Men, women, children. Each one with a name, a date, a plea for information beneath them. Small American flags had been placed into the dirt, their colors faded, their edges frayed. They were scattered in rows, forming what looked like a makeshift memorial, but something about it felt wrong. Darina froze. Who put these here and why? She stepped closer, her camera recording as she scanned the posters. Some of them were old cases, people who had disappeared decades ago. Others were more recent, but why were they placed here, deep in the woods, where no one would ever see them? She felt a chill run down her spine. There were no flowers, no candles, just names and faces hidden far from where anyone could find them. The Pine Barrens had always been steeped in mystery. Stories of people vanishing in the dense, unforgiving woods, legends of strange occurrences, unexplained disappearances, and places best left undisturbed. Had she just stumbled upon a grim message, a warning? Or was it something even darker, a secret that someone wanted to keep buried? The silence of the clearing weighed on her. The wind had died down. Everything felt wrong. A deep sense of unease settled in her chest. She had never felt this way before. She had explored countless ruins, ventured into desolate places, and walked through abandoned buildings alone in the dark. But this felt different. The realization hit her all at once. She was completely alone. A sudden urgency took over. She needed to leave now. Turning quickly, she retraced her steps, moving faster than before. The woods felt different now. The shadows seemed to stretch longer, the trees pressing in closer. The moment she stepped away from the posters, the air felt lighter. She never saw anyone. She never heard a sound. But as she made her way back to the main trail, she couldn't shake the feeling that someone had been watching her. And the most disturbing part? Those missing people were all already forgotten by the world, and whoever put them there wanted to make sure they stayed that way. Darina's unsettling find in the woods raised eerie possibilities. Who left those missing posters and why? But sometimes, it's not what you find that sends chills down your spine. It's what finds you. Josh is an adventurous YouTuber known for his thrilling camping experiences on his channel, Camping with Josh. However, on this particular trip, his adventure took a terrifying turn. It was September 5th, 2024. And Josh was hiking through a rainy, foggy stretch of one of England's oldest forests, searching for the perfect spot to set up camp. Excited for the night ahead, he was unaware that this trip might be his eeriest yet. Josh finally found a place to settle in for the night, but an eerie feeling washed over him, making him uneasy. Shaking it off, he continued setting up his shelter and gathering wood for his campfire. As nightfall crept in, strange noises emerged from the bushes nearby. Curious yet cautious, Josh decided to investigate, wanting to ensure everything was safe.
I'm just literally sat over there trimming the wood down
cutting it down how I like it. And I can just hear some mad movement going on in those bushes over there. I can't tell if it's like the rainfall just making quite a commotion, or there may be rabbits or deers maybe walking through, or any dog walkers or whatever, I don't know. Bit spooky.
Finding nothing, he convinced himself it was just his imagination and returned to his fire. But the night's mysteries were far from over. Heavy footsteps echoed through the darkness, this time much closer. Feeling unsafe, Josh decided to check the area once again.
I'm finding it really difficult. Do you know what I mean? You heard that. And it's really quiet. There should be birds singing. There was birds singing, and I've just noticed they've just stopped singing. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't they be singing? I'm finding it really difficult to focus. Lovely little spot. Lovely food to be cooked. And a night under stars.
Still unsure whether the sounds were just the rain or something more sinister, his unease grew, especially when the birds suddenly fell silent. Still, he tried to shake it off, convincing himself it was nothing, and carrying on with his tasks.
When the camera was off, I heard some really heavy movements in the bushes, and I'm pretty sure I saw something in the bushes as well. As I was standing still, there was this movement there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to leave my tarp here in the woods. My bag is already packed. I'm just going to grab what I can grab and come back here in the morning, and maybe just do a bit more talking with you there. So I think it's important to be real with you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna pack up. I guess I could take this tarp away, but I just don't really want to.
Despite his best efforts to ignore the eerie atmosphere, the strange noises persisted. Josh caught glimpses of movement in the bushes. As the last light faded and the shadows deepened, fear began to outweigh curiosity. Realizing that staying in the forest was neither comfortable nor safe, he made the decision to abandon his shelter before the woods were completely engulfed in darkness.
Hello?
I apologise, it's not really the vibe I go by. I'm all about having fun, relaxing, and being peaceful, cooking good food and good vibes.
As he hurried to pack his things, the strange sounds continued. Josh called out, hoping to hear a reassuring response, perhaps another hiker or an animal, but only silence followed. That silence was enough to convince him that he needed to leave immediately. Escaping the woods unscathed, Josh was left with an unsettling feeling he couldn't shake. As he made his way back to safety, he was haunted by unanswered questions. His experience was a chilling reminder to always trust his instincts. Had he ignored them and chosen to stay, the night could have turned far more dangerous. Bear, known for his global adventures on the Exploring with Bear channel, embarked on a solo camping trip deep in the North American wilderness, an area rumored to be Bigfoot territory. What started as an ordinary night turned into an experience he would never forget. It was February 6th, 2024, a cold winter evening. Bear set up camp, lit a fire, and settled in for the night. But just as he got comfortable, an unexpected presence in the woods made him rethink how peaceful the night would be.
Pretty cool. You can hear like the wind starting way down there, and you can hear it like coming all the way up through, and like even when it goes up over you, it's pretty cool. You can hear it coming. You guys hear that?
As he lay in his tent, listening to the wind, a strange sound broke the silence.
Sounds like somebody whistling. And that's impossible. I mean, not impossible, but highly improbable. That's a tree squeaking. Sounds like something walking.
He strained his ears, trying to determine its source. Gathering his courage, he unzipped his tent and peered outside.
Man, it's so much creepier when you're by yourself. And like I said, there's so many freaking sounds out here right now, making it even spookier. I start getting in my own head.
The icy air stung his skin as he scanned the trees. Seeing nothing, but still feeling uneasy, he cautiously explored the area, hoping to reassure himself.
Man, my hands are freaking freezing now. Whoa, what was that? Man, I sure hope none of these big trees side on blowing down tonight. What is that? If that moves, I might poop my pants. What is that thing? Man, guys, it is getting cold out. I'm not sure what time it is again. I'm gonna have to check. I gotta get in the tent though. My hands, I should have my gloves on, but whoa. My fingers are hurting.
As he searched, he questioned whether his mind was playing tricks on him. After wandering in the cold for a while, he decided to brush off the unsettling feeling and return to his tent to warm up. But the night's horrors weren't over yet.
It's just something was growling out there. I am armed, but man, that sounded scary. See if it growls again. That was scary. My heart's about to pound out of my chest. That was a crazy sound.
Just as he began to relax, a low growl rumbled from just outside his tent. Shocked, he grabbed his camera, hoping to capture whatever was out there.
Hear anything now? It's been a couple minutes. I didn't even hear it walking around at all. It was just a growl. It's sort of like a snort growl. I don't know, weird to explain.
Moments later, silence returned, but the tension remained thick. Bear took a deep breath, steadying his nerves.
Man, what is going on out there?
Throughout the night, the unsettling noises persisted, but with the temperature dropping further, he chose to stay inside, trying to ignore the sounds long enough to fall asleep.
I don't know if I want to be able to get any sleep. Maybe we'll be able to catch the sunrise. I've still heard some weird stuff off camera too. I don't really hear anything right now. I can hear the snow falling now. Like hitting the tent. Now that all that snow just fell off. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Something was scratching the tent. And it walked halfway around it scratching. Something's walking out there. Better be ready.
Gripping his gun, his mind raced with questions about what might be lurking in the shadows. Each strange sound kept him wide awake. Finally, the first light of dawn broke through the trees. Bear had made it through the night, though with little sleep and countless unanswered questions. Packing up quickly, he left the forest behind, but the memories of that night lingered. Whatever had been watching him from the darkness remained a mystery. Some things, it seems, are better left unexplored. This is Gaz, a YouTuber you might recognize from his channel, Grizzly Gaz. If you've been following us for a while, you definitely know him from previous videos. Gaz is a true outdoorsman, always exploring nature's most beautiful and historic sites. He often goes camping or van camping, always accompanied by his loyal dog, Fendi.
There she is, look. Living life. I'm in the woods again today, guys. Love a good woodland camp. Sun's shining, but still everything's pretty dead in here. Not much greenery yet, but it'll come, it'll come.
On March 25th, 2022, Gaz set off for another woodland camping trip. It was a crisp spring day, the sun shining, but the trees were still bare from winter. Despite the lingering cold, Gaz was ready for another adventure. After hiking for about an hour through the dense forest, he found the perfect spot to set up camp. As Gaz prepared lunch, chicken tikka rice for himself, and dog food for Fendi, the day seemed perfect. But what he didn't know was that this peaceful trip was about to take a terrifying turn. After setting up his tent, Gaz chopped wood for a campfire and later lit it to cook dinner. The forest was eerily quiet, but Gaz felt secure.
Look. I'm on dog's bed with dog's blanket. She's in my bed, look. What's all that about, mate? You've been kicked out of my own bed.
After dinner, they decided to settle in for the night, completely unaware that their peace was about to be shattered.
Pitch black. Oh, sorry. Gonna see if there's I had some kids earlier just running about, messing about. So
around 1 a.m., Gaz was jolted awake by strange noises, children laughing. Faint but unmistakable, the sound passed right by his tent. As anyone who knows Gaz will tell you, he's not the type to ignore something like this. So, he grabbed his flashlight and ventured into the pitch-black woods to investigate. And then, he heard it again.
My little
the laughter of children, dead of night. But as he peered into the darkness, there was no one to be seen. What could kids possibly be doing out here in the middle of the night, deep in the forest? Gaz didn't seem too fazed and kept walking, but then the eerie laughter came again, this time much louder. You can clearly hear it on Gaz's camera, audio captured loud and clear. But as he looked around, there was still nothing in sight. Unsure of what might be lurking in the woods, Gaz decided to return to his tent and wait it out.
Right then, I think that's about enough excitement for one night. What do you think? It's bedtime. Unless all happens during night, I'll see you in the morning.
For the next hour, Gaz stayed awake, listening for any more sounds, but exhaustion finally took over. The rest of the night passed quietly.
Morning. It was a fairly chilly one last night, wasn't it, mate? Huh?
As dawn broke, Gaz packed up his tent and left the forest, still haunted by the strange sounds he had heard during the night. Was it an animal? Or were there really children out there? And if so, why hadn't he seen them? Unfortunately, the mystery remains unsolved. This clip comes from the YouTube channel TGF Bro, run by two fearless friends, Jay and Rammel, known for sharing their wildest and most daring adventures. In this video, they, along with two friends, venture into the UK's most haunted forest, Darwin's Wood. This chilling location is notorious for its dark history. Numerous bodies have been discovered there, and countless people have mysteriously disappeared, particularly in the early 1900s. It's no wonder locals have nicknamed it the Screaming Woods, as eerie screams are said to echo through the trees at night. On April 4th, 2019, the four friends set out to camp in Darwin's Wood. Nervous but laughing, they entered the forest, unaware of what awaited them in the darkness.
This is the centre point, yeah? We'll leave this on the floor recording with the GoPro so it captures any activity. And this is our meeting point. We split up into two groups, yeah? And then we have to go off in the opposite directions to each other and then literally go explore in the forest. We've got a tent each and 2 sleeping bags each.
Bro, my BPM, yeah, bro. Got a heart monitor, yeah, and pressed it against my heart, bro. Bro, Diplo would have another song, bro, let me tell you that.
Yo, fuck this place, man.
Why don't you and Luke go down there, and then me and Jay go down there?
Opposite directions. We're gonna leave you with this camera while we go exploring, and this light is kind of like our checkpoint, like our meeting point. So yeah, good luck with looking at that bullshit over there.
To cover more ground, they decided to split up, leaving a camera at their meeting point in case anything strange happened. But as soon as they separated, the forest's atmosphere shifted. Tension filled the air.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
We haven't heard anything unusual yet, but we did, but it can be explained as cars are driving around.
Come on, let's just, we got each other and we're together. You good?
Yo.
What, it's like got markings on it? What the fuck? What are these red markings, bro? Bro, I do not like this, you know, bro. Bro, they've all got red markings on, dude. Dude, look, no.
Are you like okay?
Yeah, we're good, you know, there's like weird red marks on a load of trees around us.
What do they look like, man? Like
Weird, like, it's just, nah, man, my body's not liking this, bro.
Yo guys, can you hear me?
Yo, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, bro, I just watched the torch where I put the GoPro flicker like 4 times, bro. I'm 100% serious.
Strange noises echoed from deep within the trees, putting everyone on edge. Then, Jay noticed the camera light at their meeting point, flickering, despite no one being near it. Already feeling uneasy, they decided they had explored enough and regrouped to set up camp.
Why did I feel like I was just in a scene of Spy Kids?
Just listen, yeah. This forest is fucked.
I don't like this in one piece, bro. At all.
No, what are we doing?
I just feel like that noise is way too consistent.
As they pitched their tents, chilling screams shattered the peace, making them question whether it was safe to stay. But curiosity got the best of them, and they decided to venture deeper into the forest.
Oh, did you guys hear crackling over there?
Yeah.
Like, heavy crackling. Yo, what the fuck?
What?
Something or someone's walking over there, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What did you see?
Right in there, I saw something. Like, I swear.
The further they went, the stranger things became. Shadows seemed to move on their own, and stomach-churning sounds crept through the trees.
Because you were freaking me out, and I didn't want to say it because I was really scared at the time.
Do you know how we were kind of like looking around and feeling kept saying, I saw someone in the woods? There's me thinking, right, our minds are playing tricks on us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I believe in this ghost shit or whatever it is. Bro, I shit you not. Yeah. I looked to my left in the trees, and there's a fucking kid stood there, bro. Like, the kid, I can't even recall what he was wearing shorts. That's all I remember. I saw legs and I saw a small body, like a small little frail body, bro. Thin kid stood behind a tree, like kind of like peeking.
Then they saw it, something standing among the trees. Panic spread as more mysterious sounds filled the air, making them feel as if something was watching them.
Did you just hear that?
Yo.
Shh.
Record. Fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Get out the fucking tent. What the fuck is that?
Yo, Jay, we're finished. Oh, bro, all I want to do, is I want to get in my car.
I want to go fucking home. Never coming back here. This place is bullshit. Thanks for watching. We love you. Peace.
Overwhelmed with fear, they made the decision to leave immediately. Packing up their gear, they abandoned their campsite and its mysteries, escaping Darwin's Wood in the dead of night. Meet Finn Brenton, the adventurer behind the popular YouTube channel Fanatic, where he shares his wild journeys from every corner of the globe. In this particular adventure, Finn and his friend Jaquan take us along on a camping trip to Massachusetts' Freetown Forest, a place often called the world's most haunted forest. This eerie stretch of woods has a dark reputation, infamous for satanic rituals, chilling tragedies, and countless documented crimes. On September 2nd, 2023, Finn and Jaquan arrived at the forest, parking their car in a remote area since camping there was strictly forbidden. Forced to set up camp in secrecy, they were already on edge, aware of the forest's grim history. As the sun set, the two friends prepared their meal, trying to keep the mood light with laughter, unaware of the horrifying night ahead.
This better be for you, because I'm not eating it.
By the way, we're living off peanut butter and jelly right now. Trying just to talk and have a bunch of light on because we're actually just terrified. So that's good. I also do not have a knife, so I am using this machete to spread the peanut butter.
Hopefully there's not no bear that attacks us, then he's just going to want to eat us more.
Oh my god, if there was a bear, we would be absolutely screwed right now. I feel like that's like their favorite thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I completely forgot that there's bears out here.
Oh, wait, what?
We're not in Texas. There is like actual plenty of... What? You heard something? Oh my god, did you just, did something just touch me? Like, shine the light that way, shine the actual big light that way.
I don't see anything. Don't see anything.
Oh my god, holy f. Maybe it was just like the tent rubbing up my back. No, dude, that's not what that was. There's no way.
The way you're straddling me, I know you're scared.
Look at my hands. I don't know if it's probably like the fact that we're out here and that's like tripping me out, but I swear when I turned right there, something like through the tent just like touched my back.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
There's no way. I like that's the only thing like keeping me okay right now. That there's no way that's absolutely possible. Unless there's someone behind me right now and they're just listening to me talk about this. That's the only way that would be possible. Oh my god, dude, look at my hands. I can't stop shaking.
Suddenly, strange noises disrupted their meal, unsettling them both. Too spooked to investigate, they decided to stay huddled in their tent.
We're tripping out right now. We've heard a few things. One that I thought was a scream, but I'm now thinking it's a fox. Foxes kind of sound like that.
I don't think it was a fox.
Okay.
Then, from deep within the dark forest, a chilling scream echoed through the trees, almost as if a woman was in distress. They tried to rationalize it, but the eerie sound clung to their nerves. Hoping to shake off their fear, Finn and Jaquan called it a night, attempting to sleep despite the tension. After spending most of the night lying awake in discomfort, they welcomed the first light of dawn, trying to distract themselves with breakfast. But the creepy noises persisted.
That smoke that you see down there, that is the water burning through the bottom of our tent. What is that?
What is making that sound?
It sounds like a Okay, it got a little bit creepier because now we have this on top, so you really cannot see out of the tent. Bro, why does it sound like someone is crying? I'm out. I don't know what to do because I'm not doing that. That'll forever be a no from me. Yeah, walking out of there took so unbelievably long. Oh, that night really tripped me out.
Finally, overwhelmed and exhausted, they reached their breaking point. Packing up quickly, they left the forest as fast as they could, deeply disturbed by their night in Freetown Forest, vowing never to return. The great outdoors can be breathtaking, but as these chilling encounters prove, it can also be downright terrifying. Whether it's an unknown figure lurking in the distance, eerie sounds echoing through the night, or something far more sinister, these moments remind us that we're never truly alone in the wilderness. So, next time you're out camping, keep your eyes open, your camera ready, and maybe, just maybe, think twice before investigating that strange noise outside your tent.